Mr. Secretary, the authorization for the use of military force offered by the White House says in Section 2C, the authority granted in subsection A does not authorize the use of the United States Armed Forces in enduring offensive ground combat operations. In that context, Mr. Secretary, what does enduring mean?
Well, enduring means Iraq, Afghanistan, long-term ground operations. You could obviously define it in terms of months, not years, but it's a distinction between someone engaged in a rescue mission or going in on a, advise and assist program to help people understand how to do fire control over a 1 or 2 or 3 day period or something. I mean, there are all kinds of examples that could be defined, but enduring means we are not beginning the process or committing to a process of a long-term combat troop on the ground, offensive engagement in a war.
Okay, so 3 days is not enduring from what you said. 10 years is enduring.
I'm not going to play with one.
Well, I think maybe we should. What about 2 months?
It depends on what somebody's asked to do, but it's a non-combat role, non-combat engagement.
Would 2 months be enduring?
It depends on what they are being asked to do and what they were doing.
2 years?
Again, you're talking about a combat troop in combat operations?
Offensive ground combat operations.
Well, we're not talking about. We're not doing offensive ground combat operations.
I'm asking whether this authorizes that.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, good. Let me ask you another question. Are there any geographical limitations to this AUMF? For instance, no. Okay, so this would authorize military action in Jordan.
It would authorize action against ISIL specifically, and the President has said we will degrade and destroy ISIL wherever they are. If it required an action in Jordan, it obviously would be in conjunction with the government of Jordan, which is a strong ally, member of the coalition, asking for us to do something in a totally permissive atmosphere. But the only authorization we would have to do it would be if it was against ISIL.
And also in Libya and in the Sinai and wherever else anybody who associates with ISIL might be. In fact, you're talking about a world war. Isn't that true?
No, we're not. Absolutely not. And it would be incorrect to suggest that mere association would permit anybody to do anything under this authorization, because under the 2001 AUMF and the 2002 AUMFs, we have clearly defined what associated means, and it means engaged in the fight, fighting alongside, or fighting the United States and our allies directly. So there's
other questions and answers can be in writing.
Associated means.
We need to go to Mr.